Hello friends, hello family. Hello all of you in my community and my love community. If you're not in my love community, please get into my love community. Hi everyone. Hi community. I'm just making a community message for today. A community message of me. Here's me being accountable to you, to all of you in the community. Here I am making myself accountable to you. Just doing the things that I believe make a change in the world. Just doing the things that I encourage others to do. Just practicing. Practicing what? Practicing what, lovely friends? Practicing humanness. Right? True humanity, right? Authentic humanness. What is authentic humanness? What is it? Right? What is the nature of the human? Right? Practicing what is natural. And I say the natural energy of humanness, the actual energy of the human is a love energy. I say it's the new religion is love. The new spirituality is love. A union of two. A union of the two sides of ourselves. A union of the mother and the father within us. Within every single one of us, right? This is insight. Stepping into the light inside of yourself, being inspired, right? Finding the light within yourself and letting it come out, revealing it, bringing your vulnerable self forward, even your darkness, bringing it to the light. The light. What are humans? Light and earth. The sun and the earth. Humans are both, the sun and the earth. So humans are electromagnetic. The Father, Son, and the Earth Mother. The human is two. The human is alchemical, right? The human is electrical and magnetism. The poles of the earth have magnetic power. And the light of the sun has electrical power. Human is too. And when human can put both of these in unison, in harmony, inside of the being, human comes on and comes to life. And this fixes and heals all things inside of the human, and all humans can do it. Yes, all humans can heal themselves naturally, can come back into natural balance and natural harmony, right? But we have to be in nature. We have to get out into it. We have to make contact with the Earth Mother. Right? Here I am out in nature, just being present with you, just sharing with anyone that wants to watch today, anyone that wants to listen to an alternative message, to some alternative words. How does something different happen in our life? Alternative ideas have to come into the mind, right? I'm hopefully meeting with Sabrina Kurz today. Sabina Kurz. Hopefully my new friend Sabrina and I are going to have a chat today. I've just invited her to come to a call. Hopefully she will join us soon. Until she arrives, I'm just talking about nature, natural healing, natural health. I'm just talking about self-love. I'm just about healing myself naturally with love. Right? I'm talking about the universal language. I think it's love. Right? I'm just spreading the word. This is actually how it's always been spread, is through dialogue, through communication, through relationship. That's how we heal ourselves. That's how we change our world, is through communication and dialogue and in relationships. Right? And that's why I like community. That's why I like relationship. I think in community and in relationship, it's kind of a universal language. Everybody understands love. Everyone understands the relationship of love. Everyone understands the power of love. Hello, hello everyone. I'm just jumping on looking for Sabrina. I have sent Sabrina a link. It looks like Sabrina's having a trouble getting on. I've sent Sabrina an invite. It says sent on my end. Just looking to have a chat with Sabrina today. Yes, it says on my end that Sabrina has been invited, but I'm not sure why she's not receiving that. I'm hopefully getting a chance to talk with Sabrina today about natural healing, about natural health. We're supposed to be scheduled today to talk a little bit about how the body heals naturally, the things that are important. I'm just outside in the sun, in the light of the sun, just getting the energy that is around me, the sun energy. Just getting the grounding, just getting my feet on the ground, just getting my earthing, just grounding myself today, just getting out into the light. Fasting, I'm recommending intermittent fasting, right? Intermittent fasting is a very important way to change our relationship with food, right? We need to change our relationship with food. We need to change the way we think and speak about food. That's how we change our relationship with it, right? We got to start thinking and speaking differently about it. We got to hold different images in our mind about it. That's how change happens. That's why I jump on to talk. Oh, I have sent Sabrina a link. How to send Sabrina a link. Oh my. Oh, there she is. Okay, wait a second. Now I'm seeing maybe different, maybe something different. It looks like it might be coming. It might be happening. I hope that it is. I hope I am connecting with. Oh, yes. Is Sabrina, is it you there?
I cannot hear anything.
I don't see you yet, but
I cannot hear you.
I hear you. Oh, no. Hello?
I cannot hear anything.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Oh. Oh, maybe you'd better try again. Leave and come back again. Let's see if we can. Maybe you can leave and come back again.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Because now I hear you, but very, very so low. I can hardly hear anything.
Oh no,
Maybe
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
So my volume is full on.
That's too bad. I hopefully this will. Oh no, we need a speaker. We need a speaker. We need a headset or something. That's too bad. You can't hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, very hard to hear. Maybe I do you think I need headphones?
Can you leave and come back? Yeah, you could try headphones. You could try headphones.
Okay,
or you could also try to leave and come back. So either one. Okay. So the troubles of technology, just working with the troubles and lack and limitations of technology, just working with a little bit of lack and limitation, a little bit of technology issue for a moment. But just to let you know, I'm talking with Sabrina Kurz today. Hopefully we'll have her on in just a second. She's a new friend of mine. I've only known her for a few weeks, and I had a referral to her. It's funny how when you get into the world of light work, working with light, working with energy, working with emotion, working with frequency and vibration. When you start working with energy medicine, that it's just funny. Like I'm amazed all of the time, but you just sort of meet people. I'm getting used to it more now. You just meet other people. that are doing the same thing. And the people that you're supposed to meet, you just meet them. You're just looking for them, and they just appear. You know, it's vibrational stuff. It's light work. This is what I'm doing. It's a work of love. It's a work of passion, and so it doesn't feel like a work, right? It's just something that sort of just evolves or um, becomes a result of the things that you're doing. It's a cause and effect universe that we live in, you know. We can be the cause or the effect of
Okay.
our can
I
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you.
Ah, yes.
Okay. Now I can hear you. Perfect.
All right. Hi, Sabrina. How are
Okay.
you?
Hello, John. Thank you for having me. It's
Oh, I'm glad.
always an honor, and I apologize. I did not get the link. There was no link coming, and finally it came, but then I couldn't hear you.
Oh,
But
it's okay, lovely. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm
What's
here
been is
now.
been.
I'm here now. That's all that matters.
This
All
is
that
it, you
matters.
know, people get stuck in things that have happened to them and things that have happened in their past, and then they get stuck in it, and they get stuck in a trauma, and then, you know, when they have these traumas and these things that happen to them, they have this sadness or something in their life, and it holds them back. Sabrina, what can they do?
Well, the best suggestion is actually to anchor into the mother. Mother Earth is a medicine. It's not just beauty and magic, there's also deep medicine into nature. And especially when you connect with your skin to Mother Earth, which means walking barefoot or touching a tree or gardening. Any bare skin contact with the mother is extremely healing. It actually gives you free electrons from Mother Earth. It boosts immunity. It balances your hormones. It takes you out of this mind that we often like to loop around and brings you right back into the present moment. So getting back to the mother is anchoring. It's rooting into wholeness, and there's no better medicine than that. It gets you right here, right now.
Oh, I love that. You know what I really liked about what you brought up was the electrons. Like you talked about the negative electrons that are in the Earth Mother. And I want to say that these are hydrogen electrons. These are energy rich electrons, and they are functional. This is the energy that actually is the life force energy. This is the energy of life, is electron energy. How the electron falls over the proton and goes and goes and goes forever and ever and ever. This is infinite energy, and this infinite energy is in the Mother Earth, and it's in the light of the sun, and it's in our human body, in the solar plexus, and we can ignite it in our mind with thought and imagination. We can ignite it within us. It's electron energy. It's electromagnetic energy, and we can ignite it with thought and with earth and with light and with natural foods. It's electronic energy. It's not about calories and proteins and grams and all of these ideas that people are stuck on, Sabrina.
Yes, absolutely. This is, we often forget, that we have free medicine here. And it's as simple as just taking off your shoes and getting back to grounding. And yes, you mentioned the electrons because our atmosphere has a positive charge, and that actually oxidizes us and it ages us. But when we connect to the mother, it's actually pro-youthening medicine because it has that negative charge that we get from the earth or swimming in the ocean or being under a waterfall or filling yourself with sun-filled foods such as the fruits and juicing with fruits. They're filled with sun energy, with those electrons. So they give you life force, as you so beautifully said, life force and pro-youthening. They give you energy. It's the fuel that our body needs for and our brain just to fully optimally
That's
functioning.
the true nourishment, but we've been fooled into the other nourishment. We've been miseducated. Half truths. Yes, human can get energy from food, but human doesn't only get energy from food. It's not the only way that human can get energy. Humans can get energy in another way, and it's an even better way that doesn't have all the residual mess waste that's involved with the food eating, heavy food, dense food eating. It has a residual waste and it slows down the body and being.
Yeah, absolutely. I notice that when I fast, so I just go outside, I sit on the ground, I soak in the sun, I actually feel so nourished, like better than I ever get from food. So this is something we actually take for granted. We have nature all around us, with sunshine all around us. We've got free medicines. They boost immunity. They are pro-youthening and they're healing, and it's free. Just to
It's
and just to,
abundant. It's abundant. It's the gifts of life, right? These are
exactly.
the gifts of life. And it's like to come to the thought process that I'm being gifted. It's like gratitude for my gifts of life. So it's recognizing these are the gifts, and it's like you're getting out in them and recognizing them and saying thank you for them and being devotional to them.
Yeah, and most people are so disconnected from just being in nature, and that's where a lot of diseases come from disconnecting, because they live in high-rise building, wear rubber shoes all the time, and they hardly even see the sky. There's just no connection to the mother anymore. And then they wonder why they have all kinds of depression, anxiety. These are all, modern diseases that you actually don't get when you're in nature. Because when you're truly present here in the now, there is actually no depression. This is all happening in the brain. It's past related, or it's related to the future. But nature gets us back to our full presence, who we truly are here right now. So it's
Nature is always present, right? That's the thing.
yes,
Nature is always present. So when we come down to nature, it's like we're coming back into presence. It's being in the moment. We're talking about a lifestyle of natural health, which when you're talking about being present, you're talking about being in nature, you're talking about grounding, you're talking about sunlight, you're talking about fasting, you're talking about natural raw foods, foods that were created by God, foods that have godly energy, loving energy within them, a charge, a negative charge, the same charge of the earth mother. This is the current, this is the electricity. It's an electron. It's an electron that's moving around a proton. It's an extra electron. It's an electron that brings a charge of energy, life force, that's in live food.
mm-hmm.
It has to be live food. So juices, fruits, vegetables, foods that are alive contain life force, right?
Yes, right. And that all, comes back to cultivating presence. All of it, connecting to the mother, breath work, meditation, the sun-filled foods. That all gets you back into the present moment. It gets you back to your core. It gets you back to the essence of who you are, and the connection to the divine and connection to spirit. So it's really about cultivating your true presence with all these tools that we have available. Because when we really truly know who we are, we don't get sidetracked. We don't get sucked into what's happening in the field, like this fear that's been infused into the field that people get so easily get sucked into. But when you anchor yourself in and you truly know who you are, you can actually see straight through what's happening. You don't get sucked in, because you're anchored. You're anchored in wholeness. You're rooted in your essence. You know who you
That's
are.
grounding. That's grounding. You're
Yeah.
grounded in the earth. You have knowledge of yourself. This is rooting.
Because if you don't, you're like a feather in the wind. You get blown around, wherever the wind blows, whatever's playing out there on the world stage, you get sucked in. And you
The
fall for
story, you get caught by the story, right? You get caught by
yes,
the scary story,
you
yes.
get caught by the stories out there that's playing out there, and the stories that's happening in your mind, and you keep looping
Yes.
around in those stories, and you're
Yes.
not even here anymore. So the mother is essential. It's that, the still point, the anchor.
Mhm. So we have to help people to come back to their ground, come back to their center, come back to the mother, come back
Yes.
to that feminine, divine feminine inside of themselves. And they also have to learn how to have self-discipline and routine and habit. Like that's a part of it too. So it's the mother, yes, the creative energy, and it's also that discipline, like to get up and go and work on those things, like put the grounding and get out in the sun and get moving and get breathing and sit and do your meditation and fast and eat raw foods. And like people need a little bit of support and a little bit of
Hand
a little
holding.
bit of they need a little bit of hand holding. They need a little bit of accountability. I tell you, I went to my first retreat 10 years ago. And when I went on that experience, I was so transformed by it, by just being in a collective where, there's other people that are trying to seek change, and they bring that intention to the party, and they share that, I want to be better. I'm trying to be better. I've had this trouble. I've had that trouble, and they just share it, and somebody else shares, and everyone kind of grows from each other's kind of troubles. It's like we put our troubles in there, and we kind of let them go. It's like these are the thoughts and words and emotions that have been troubling me and holding me back. I'm going to put them over here in a nice safe place, and I'm going to let them go. It's an emotional release. This is what we do on retreat. And ever since I did that and recognized the power of that, I've wanted to be able to have that, have a community where I can have a safe, loving space and create a community where other people could find a safe, loving space. I think we all need a safe, loving relationship in order to heal.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely crucial what you mentioned. So thank you for that. And it is such a, when you're in a container with other people, it is the power is actually amplified and magnified because you witness yourself to others. You can your health in a container, and you see that other people have similar experience. So we all learn from each other. So we all mirrors for each other, and we're here to lift each other and support each other. But there's something really powerful when you have accountability, because we all want to evolve and expand, but often, it's uncomfortable, and you feel like the lone wolf trying to find your way. But when you're around others and you see others go through similar experience, you feel actually heard and seen and felt and received and experienced through others. So this is such a safe space. Then you can actually be yourself because you see others have same experience. You're not alone.
Vulnerability, shadow, pain, upset. You see other people dealing with it too, or family, or relationship, or whatever somebody else's trouble is. And we're all working on it together. And you can see how, as we work collectively, you can see it growing in other people, and other people can see it growing in you, and they reflect that back to you. So being in a community, being in a group, being in a collective, I love creating a loved community where people can share together, because I think that's the way that we change the world, is through community, through relationship, through dialogue, through accountability, through imagination, through meditation, through breath work, through healthy natural foods, through healthy natural thoughts. This is how we change the world, is by kind of creating a healthy natural habit, a lifestyle, sort of helping people to get into a healthy natural lifestyle, supporting people to do that.
Yeah, because we're not supposed to walk this path by ourselves. No, we're supposed to support each other on the way and walk together as oneness. And it's really also powerful to see when someone else has a breakthrough, it actually inspires you to go further. And when you see someone has a challenge, you're not alone. We all have challenges. There's no one who has a perfect life. But from those challenges, we grow. That's how we expand. And especially when you're in a container with others, we all share our challenges, and we can lift each other higher than we could by ourselves. And then you see others have a breakthrough, you can see what's possible. And that to me is inspiring. So, wow, that person did that. If they can do it, I can do it too. So it gives you the drive to go even further than you ever thought possible.
Now, Sabrina, how long have you been on this kind of natural path?
Well, I started, let's say, as a teenager, believe it or not. I was 19 and I decided to go from a, meat, dairy, sugary diet to a raw food diet, eating only raw fruits and vegetables. So that was my first, that gave me the power. I said, wow, I can actually heal myself. And everything shifted from there, just changing my diet. And then along the way, doing yoga, meditation, and going to retreats and workshops and going deeper,
So
trying.
it grew as you went
Yeah,
along, as you
grew with
moved in
me.
this direction, it grew. It's grown more inside of you.
Yeah, there was all the interesting thing. The more I grew, the bigger the challenges. And I was like, when is this ever gonna end? So that kept just coming. Is I can't believe there's more challenges. When I'm ever gonna be done? I realized we're never done. This journey is always deeper. There's always more. There's always another mountain. And every time you get to the mountaintop, you suddenly realize there's another mountain behind that that's even higher. So the climb is not done.
But every time you grow and you're rewarded and something better is realized, and your life becomes better and richer and more satisfying, and your energy is better, and you're upgraded. It's like you're improved. It's got more clarity in your life, more direction in your life, more purpose in your life, more health in your life, more vigor and energy in your life.
Yeah, because when you get to
Yes.
the mountaintop, the view is suddenly so large and so beautiful and so magnificent. You're like, wow, why didn't I see that before? So everything
Hmm. A
expands.
new vantage point.
Yeah,
Yes.
and life becomes richer and fuller and more magnificent, more magical, and everything just widens and deepens, and it's a beautiful feeling, and you want to have more of that. You know,
Hmm.
like you realize there's even more than that. We don't see what's available. That's the thing. Most people live in a very limited perspective. They live in scarcity and limited point of view, and they don't even see what's available outside of them. So when you really, use all these tools, they help us to, get a wider perspective of life. Anything you do with anchoring it to mother, grounding, breath work, meditation, fasting especially, that gets you out of the comfortable and your vision expands.
So Sabrina has now become so regular with her routine. She does her health and wellness program around the cycles of the moon. Is this right, Sabrina? Am I saying this
Yes.
correctly? You've got a ritual that you use the lunar cycle to get into cycle and rhythm with the Mother Earth, with the cycles that are here. You come into union with the cycle of the Earth by summoning around the new moon some fasting and some thought and word and mindset that you'd like to practice around this time. Is it correct?
Yeah, I do a regular cleanse always around the new moon, and that's really based on ancient cultures because the ancients, they got it right. They just knew they were anchored in. So this is really based on a monthly cleanse around the new moon, which is based on fast juicing and fasting. And I offer different possibilities. You have the choice between a juice cleanse or a water fast or a dry fast or a combination of any of the 2 or 3 different techniques. It's really up to each one, whatever is aligned with you. But I do the whole thing. I go from juicing, and I practice water fasting for 25 years, and now I've been practicing dry fasting for the last 6 months, which is the next level. So I've been
So
doing 2 days of
so
dry fasting and 4 days of juicing.
so lots of freedom to try different types of fasting and raw food ideas. I love to fast. I like to encourage people to fast Monday to Thursday. I like to encourage intermittent fasting as well too. So what I would love to do is I'd like to collaborate with you, that we bring the things that we do. I'm into movement. I know you're into yoga. I know we have the parallels with the breath work. I know we have the parallels with the meditation, the raw foods, the fasting. So many parallels, the grounding, the earthing, the sun gazing, the sunlight. So many parallels. I love retreat. You also love workshop and retreat. I would like to collaborate with you and kind of bring it to our communities and share it to our communities. What we want to do is we want to create like an online retreat. So people, that you know could get into the cycle of the moon, could get into a routine with us, could get into exercise, movement, energy healing, meditation, nutrition, fasting, put it all together into a package, put it all together into a 10-day online retreat, and put it around with the next new moon and the system that you're already doing. And I can kind of put my part around it, and we can bring those together and really collaborate and bring our light together to create something of greater value for more people, I think.
Yes, beautiful. And that will actually set a foundation, you know, wherever you are. You can start wherever you are. You don't have to be an expert on fasting. You can just do juicing, which is easy to do. Anyone can do 3 days juicing and use basic techniques of meditation, breath work. But we can meet people exactly where they are, and they can go as far and deep as they would like to. And then after this 10 days, they have actually a foundation. And then, you know, they can use that and go further.
They're learning some skills. It's teaching skills like
Yeah.
lifestyle skills, right? That people can apply in their lifestyles from, you know, going forward.
Yeah, so this is about offering all different tools to help you to anchor more into who you are. And then you have a toolbox at the end. And then you have this, you know, amazing box you can wear. Afterwards, you can choose which tools you want to use, which tools have been most effective for you, which tools you want to deepen more. You know, it's
And
like
put into your lifestyle what you want to incorporate into your lifestyle. So let me pull this up. I think it's November. No, the new moon is November 4th. Is it correct?
yes, that's correct. It's a Thursday, and you should can probably start on a Monday and then go into the following week.
Yeah, so I would start on the Monday with sort of like an introduction to, you know, what is it that's making us sick and how to be healthy. I would sort of do a webinar, a seminar about that. I would like to have some exercise in there, kind of 2 days each week. You know, it's a 10-day trial, an online retreat. I'd like to make sure there's 4 30-minute workouts in there. I'd like to have an energy healing session in there. I know you like to do like some sort of rituals around that new moon. What days would you like to present there?
Well, it would probably be the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of November.
Right. So we would be looking at a 10 days starting from November the 1st. We would start with some sort of, you know, health and wellness webinar. We would have movement, fasting, education around the new moon. And then we would have some healing on the weekend and some presentations the following week. The next week, I would do my 4-day detox. I would introduce fasting, my no food Monday, and some more exercise the following week. Just building rituals, building habits, building lifestyle, building relationship, building community with you and your presentations and me bringing my presentations and creating a community online.
Yes, beautiful. And I always incorporate shadow work with when I do a cleanse or fast, because for most people, actually, emotional stuff comes up. And I actually find the emotional and mental stuff more challenging than the physical stuff. So it's really crucial because this is the moment, because our emotions are stored in our cells. When we do cellular purification, these emotions will come to the surface. And this is the most potent time to actually look at where the source is of these emotions and how can we shift them. How can we use emotion actually as a fuel to create? So I'm going to go deep into shadow work and emotional mastery and also soul embodiment, focusing on the purpose that we all have. We all came here for a mission to live from our gift and to share our gift. And there's no more potent time than access that gift than doing a cleanse and a deepening retreat.
I'm very excited. I like this. Let's put together a schedule and make sure we have it out for everybody next week. I'm thinking that we would be looking at, you know, inviting, you know, somewhere between 10 and 20 people, you know, at the most 20 people, but awesome if we could be 10 people in a community, something like $100 for 10 days to work a 10-day retreat with John, Coach John, and Sabina Kurz, and we're going to do a 10-day online retreat, November 1st to November 10th, right? It's November 1st to November 10th. It's the first couple of weeks in November there. If you're looking to make a change in your life, if you're looking to start something new, If you want something different to happen, you've got to do something new. If you'd like to make a change in direction, if you'd like to get more natural and natural health, if you'd like to create a lifestyle, if you want to lose weight or heal pain.
And if you just want to experience more happiness and more bliss and more joy in your life, because joy really comes from within. Nothing needs to happen for you to experience joy. It's actually an integral part of your being. But most people cannot even access the joy within them because we have too much toxicity, too much emotional stuff, mental constructs, all kinds of layers that are holding us back. So this is the
Limited beliefs.
Yeah, this is an unlayering process, unveiling process.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna go deep in all areas.
If you feel like you've got something missing, like you just feel like there should be some more, then this is how we're going to get it out. You're going to learn how to get it out, right?
Yes, exactly.
Awesome, Sabrina. So grateful for our call today. So grateful for our chat. Let's meet again next week and finish up more with the schedule and get that presented out. Let's see you sharing more in my community too, and I'll share more in yours, and we'll share it together and spread the message of love across the globe. This is the plan.
Yes, and thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity to be with you. It's always a joy, always an honor, John. Thank you so much.
Awesome, Sabrina. Thank you. I'll see you next week.
Lots of love to everyone on the call. Lots of love to you.
Thank you. See you later. Bye.